And welcome to this Rootstock workshop. We're going to talk a little bit about Rootstock, what it is, what we are doing here, and then what you can do or what kind of bounty tracks we have here today. And then we are going to talk about the grants program that we have. We have two different ways to continue working with Rootstock. Yes, let's get started. Okay, first, my name is Isidro. I'm from Argentina, living in Spain. I'm a software engineer. I work for Rootstock Labs, and I'm in the DevX team. So, first thing, what is Rootstock? So, Rootstock is a sidechain. It's actually the first sidechain on Bitcoin. We are being here since 2017, and what is the idea of a sidechain is that we run on parallel to Bitcoin, and so we are completely secured by Bitcoin through a process which is called Bitcoin proof of work through the merge mining. So every block that we mine, it has a specific block hash number. It's a hash that it's also introduced on every Bitcoin block. So in order to break Rootstock, you have to break Bitcoin. So this brings a lot of security. But the problem is that Bitcoin, you cannot use smart contracts on Bitcoin. So we needed to add the programmability because our idea, what we always wanted to do is to bring DeFi into Bitcoin. So for that, our blockchain is an EVM compatible blockchain. So you can use any kind of smart contract using Solidity or Viper, and you can deploy it as you do in any Ethereum-based blockchain. And okay, so in a nutshell, Rootstock has been designed to combine the security and the store of value of Bitcoin with the compatibility and the programmability of Ethereum. So we are combining the best of both worlds here. What makes it outstanding? First, the compatibility. And as I say, every Ethereum smart contract can be deployed on Rootstock. And we have all the Ethereum token standards like ERC20, ERC721, or any token, even NFTs. We have the security through merge mining. This is what secures Bitcoin. And as I said, Bitcoin is a sidechain. It's not a layer 2. And the main difference is that the sidechain runs on parallel, interconnected to Bitcoin. And the layer 2 runs on top of the layer 1 blockchain. And usually they take all the transactions and the consensus off chain, and then they put it again into the chain afterwards. We do it everything on chain, which is the most secure way. And we have a two-way peg. It's a proof of work bridge between Bitcoin and Rootstock. This is a very secure and decentralized bridge. So that way you can get your Bitcoin, send it to the bridge. It gets locked in the bridge, in a decentralized bridge. And then on Rootstock, there is an unlock of RBTC, which is the native token. And you can use it for transaction fees and for many different other operations that I will let you know later. Of course, everything is open source and it's built also by the community. And there are many different defense systems on many different layers. Also, as a store of value, because as I say, you can keep having your Bitcoin. And the RBTC, which is our native token, has the same value of Bitcoin. And yes. Then we also have the scalability. We have between 30 and 20 seconds block times. This is being worked actually in this moment by the team to reduce it to 5 seconds in the future. And we also have low transaction fees. So this is a way to enable Bitcoin for DeFi. Some stats. We have more than 80% of Bitcoin hash rate. So that means that Bitcoin miners are also working for Rootstock. It doesn't add extra computational cost, but they get a reward from the transaction fees. So that's why incentivize them to do it. And 80% of Bitcoin miners is a lot to have. We also have 300 million of total value logged in our DeFi protocols, and more than 3,000 Bitcoin is locked in our bridge. And we've been here since 2017, and we had 100% uptime, never went down, never hacked also the chain. We have a large ecosystem. For example, we have different DeFi platforms like Tropicus, Sovereign, OkuTrade. We have some stable coins. And in this case, we have a very interesting case that helps to understand how to bring DeFi to Bitcoin. There is one of the protocols that created a stable coin, which is called DOC. And the stablecoin, the underlying asset of that stablecoin is Bitcoin. So you effectively have your Bitcoin, and you can mint DOC, and then you can go to another protocol, which is Tropicus, and you can lend it there. And you will get a yield on your DOC, on your stablecoin, and then you can go back to Bitcoin anytime. So you are effectively bringing DeFi to Bitcoin, you're holding your Bitcoin, and you're creating more value. And this also allows us, or this protocol, to create micro lending, or for people who are not bankerized and they need some kind of, they need to borrow money, they can do it this way. And the wallets, all of the Ethereum wallets are compatible, so you can use MetaMask, you can use Ledger, and any wallet that you need. We are on the main global exchanges like Binance, Gate, etc. We have different on and off ramps in case you want to go to fiat money or from fiat money. And the main developer tools, you can use ThirdWeb, EtherSpot, Tenderly, the Graph, different things. And the bridges, of course, you can use Symbiosis. With Oku, you can bridge different from different networks. And then, yes, a little bit more on dev tools and libraries. Any kind of library or framework. You can use Hardhat. You can use Foundry to build and deploy your contracts. And of course, you can take advantage of ThirdWeb integration, EtherSpot, use Gelato, Tenderly, the Graph, Alchemy, of course, Block Scouts. Yes, many tools for developing. And then after this hackathon, we have two main different ways to get grants. One is by Rootstock Labs. You can call it like a decentralized way, centralized way. You just go to this site, and there are currently $3 million in prizes in this wave, which is distributed among different grantees. But it's a straightforward process. You can go there, apply for a grant, and you're going to be in contact with our team. So if you're planning to keep working in this project or on another project after the hackathon, you can just go for it. And there is also another way to do it, which is there is a DAO, which is called Rootstock Collective, and there are grants and rewards. You can go there, but this is the interesting thing here is that this is a decentralized way. So you have to make a proposal there, and the stakers of the DAOs are going to vote if they like it or not like it. and they have a time frame. And if your proposal has exceeds the threshold, then your grant is going to be approved. And yes, this is a more on Rootstock Collective. This is a collective powerhouse. It's a decentralized community. So all the stakers are there and they just vote. And you can also, if you want, you can stake and also be part of the collective and vote on other proposals. And also the voters of the proposal have rewards on what they vote for. So it's another interesting things to do. So in this hackathon, what to build? We have two different tracks. We have the everyday DeFi app. This is on DeFi, but it's general. You can talk. You can think about different things, and the Freestyle, which is much more general. So on DeFi, things like lending and borrowing for Bitcoin, creating, I don't know, a marketplace, yield farming. If you can think about how to get yield for users, for specific users, liquidity pools. For that, we have, for the first prize, we have $4,000. For the second place, $2,000. Then on the freestyle track, much more general, but anything with AI and real-world assets tokenization, I don't know, trusted execution environments. You can think about something else and go there. If you want, you can go to our booth and validate the ideas. No problem with that. And now, how to get started? So we have a lot of guides and quick start guides in our developers portal. So you can scan it and get it for later. But this is just an example on how to get started with Hardhat, where you will be able to compile the project and deploy it. Then you can even verify the contract on the blockchain. So there are guides for Foundry and for the other integrations that we have. We also have a cheat sheet for developers where you will find all the information that you need. For example, you will find the RPC nodes, how to connect to the blockchain, how to deploy contracts, every different stuff that you will need, how to add testnet tokens. We have a Faucet for that, and it's very easy to use. For the tokens, for the testnet tokens, we have a code that you have to input into the application, which is going to give you more tokens than the usual base. Any problem with that, you can contact us and we can help. And okay, that's all for the presentation, but now we have time for questions, if anyone has any questions. Yes. Yes, so the question, I'm going to repeat it for the camera, but the question is if you can use Foundry Forge, and yes, you can use it anytime. Any other questions or doubts? Yes, so the question is if we have to use Hardhat or we can use Remix or something else. And the question is not mandatory to use Hardhat. You can use whatever you want, and you can definitely use Remix. So it's integrated and easy, very easy to use. So another something else? Do you want to know more about the guides or other integrations that we have? We have also a pamphlet that you can get in our booth with all the integrations, with all the tools that you can use. You can use, if you want to do something to interconnect with other blockchains, you can use Hyperledger, Layer 0. You can go for the graph, where you can create a subgraph and get a lot of data from the blockchain, which is very, very useful for that. Then we have the Explorer. You can use Block Scout or our Rootstock Explorer. Both of them have a public API where you can query different events. And yes, for interconnecting to the blockchain from your smart contract or application, you can use we have integration with Alchemy, or you can also use our RPC API. It's very easy to use. You just connect it with that. And it has enables methods like get logs and everything that you will need. Okay. Something else to... Okay. About the... Yes, for the prices, we have... For the first price, we have $4,000 on everyday DeFi and 2,000 on the second place. On the freestyle, we have $3,000 on the first one and $1,000 on the second one. Okay. I think that's it. If there are no more questions, then we are ready. If you need any kind of support, you can go on Discord. If you don't see us on the booth, but we will be also on the booth, and any questions, anything that you need, you can come and ask. If you have any technical problem, or you want to validate the idea, you want to think about something or chat with us about grants or different steps, then you are more than welcome. And okay, that's it. Thank you very much.